Avadhuta Gita. This opens chapter 1. By the gracious boon of the Ishvara does non-dual wealth well, in the abode of the wise, furnishing refuge from grave fear. How shall the unfettered propitiate self? All that appears in this realm of forms is alone the Atman, indivisible self, selfless, immutable, auspicious, one. This apparent realm of 5 pure lights is shimmering water in a mirage. Oh, to whom may I render obeisance? I, whom art thou, immaculate, one. All is verily the absolute self. Distinction and non-distinction do not exist. How can I say, it exists? It does not exist. I am filled with wonder. The pith and the whole Vedanta is this knowledge. This knowledge that I am essentially the formless, all-pervading self. There is no doubt that I am that God who is the self of all, pure, indivisible, like the sky. Indeed, I am immutable and infinite, of the form of pure intelligence. I do not know how or in relation to whom joy and sorrow exist. I have no mental activity, good or bad. I have no bodily function, good or bad. I have no verbal action, good or bad. I am the nectar of knowledge, beyond the senses, pure. The mind indeed is of the form of space. The mind indeed is omnifaced. The mind is the past. The mind is all. But in reality, there is no mind. I, the one only, am all this, beyond space and continuance. How can I see the self as visible or hidden? Thus, you are one. Why then do you not understand that you are the unchangeable one, equally perceived by all? Almighty One, how can you, who are never shining, unrestricted, thick of day and night, know the self always to be everywhere, one and unintercepted? I am the meditator and the highest object of meditation. Why do you divide the indivisible? You are not born. You do not die. At no time do you have a body. The scripture declares in many different ways the well-known dictum, all is Brahman. You are he who is exterior and interior. You are the auspicious one, omnipresent, omniscient. Why are you running hither and thither, deluded, like an unclean spirit? Union and separation exist, in regard neither to you nor to me. There is no you. no me, nor is there this universe. All is verily the Self alone. You do not belong to that which is composed of the 5 objects of sense, such as sound, nor does that belong to you. You are indeed the supreme reality. Why then do you suffer? For you, there is neither birth nor death. For you, there is no mind. For you, there is neither bondage nor liberation, neither good nor evil. My child, why shed tears? Neither you nor I have name and form. O mind, why do you wander about deluded? Like an unclean spirit. Behold the Self, indivisible. Be happy through renunciation of attachment. You verily are truth, devoid of change, motionless, one of the nature of freedom. You have neither attachment nor aversion. Why do you suffer, seeking the object of desires? All the scriptures say that the truth is without attributes, pure, immutable, bodiless, and existing equally everywhere. Know me to be that. Know that which has form to be false, that which is formless to be eternal. Through the instruction of this truth, there is no longer rebirth into this world. Sages say that reality is one only and the same. And through renunciation of attachment, the mind, which is one and many, ceases to exist. You are pure, homogeneous reality, disembodied, unborn and immutable. Why do you think of yourself as I know it here, or as I do not know? Such sentences as that thou art, your own self is affirmed. Of that which is untrue and composed of the 5 elements, the Shruti says, not this, not this. As the self is filled with self, so is all filled continuously by you. There is no meditator or meditation. Why does your mind meditate shamelessly? Like unto space, how then shall I speak of him and worship him? The principle of ego is not the truth, which is homogeneous, which is free from cause and superimposition and distinctions of perceived and perceiver. How can the ego be that which is aware of itself? There is no substance whatever which is by nature unlimited. There is no substance whatever which is of the nature of reality. The very self is the supreme truth. There is neither injury or non-injury in it. You are the homogeneous reality. You are pure, bodiless, birthless, and imperishable. Why then do you have any delusion about the self? Why am I myself deluded? When the pot is broken, the space within it is absorbed in the infinite space and becomes undifferentiated. When the mind becomes pure, I do not perceive any difference between the mind and the Supreme Being. There is no pot. There is no pots. There is no interior space. Neither is there an individual soul, nor the form of an individual soul. Nor the absolute Brahman, devoid of the knowable and knower. Know me to be that self who is everything and everywhere at all times. The one who is eternal, steady, the all, the non-existent, and the existent. Have no doubt. There are no Vedas, no worlds, no gods, no sacrifices. There is certainly no caste, no stage in life, no family, no birth. There is neither the path of smoke nor of the path of light. There is only the highest truth, the homogeneous Brahman. If you are free of the pervaded and the pervader, if you are one and fulfilled, how can you think of yourself as directly perceptible by the senses or beyond the range of the senses? Some seek non-duality, others duality. They do not know the truth, which is the same at all times and everywhere, which is devoid of both duality and non-duality. How can they describe the truth, which is beyond mind and words, which is devoid of white and other colours, of sound and other qualities? When all these appear to you as false, when the body and so on appear to you like space, then you know Brahman truly. Then for you there is no dual series. Even my natural self appears to me as non-distinct from the Supreme Self. It appears to be one and like space. How can there be a meditator and meditation? What I do, what I eat, what I sacrifice, what I give, all this is not mine in the least. I am pure, unborn, undecaying. Why do you consider the self, which is perceptible to itself, as imperceptible? Otherwise, if one does not perceive every being as the self, one is still ignorant. My child, how can there be illusion and non-illusion, shadow and lack of shadow? All this is one truth. All this is of the nature of space and without taint. I am free in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. I am never bound. This is my sure knowledge, that I am naturally spotless and pure. The whole universe, beginning with the principle of cosmic intelligence, is not in the least manifest in me. All is indeed Brahman, alone. How can there be any existence in caste or stage of life for me? I know that all, in every way, is the one indivisible I, which is self-sustained and full, while the five elements, beginning with ether, are empty. The self is neither eunuch, man or woman. It is neither idea or imagination. How can you think of self to be full of joy or joyless? The self certainly does not become pure through the practice of the six-limbed yoga. It certainly is not purified by the destruction of the mind. It certainly is not made pure by the instructions of the teacher. It is itself the truth. It is itself the illumined one. There is no body made of the five elements, nor is there anyone who is disembodied. All is verily the self alone. How can there be the three states and the fourth? I am not bound. I am not indeed liberated. I am not different from the Brahman, neither doer or enjoyer. I am devoid of the distinctions of the pervaded and the pervader. As water, when water has been poured into water, has no distinction, so Purusha and Prakriti appear non-different to me. If indeed you are never bound or liberated, how then can you think of yourself with form or as formless? I know your supreme form to be directly perceivable, like the sky. I know your lower form to be as water, as in a mirage, like the sky, without division or distinction, without change. I have neither teacher or instruction, limiting adjunct nor activity. Know that I am by nature pure, homogeneous, bodiless, like the sky. You are pure. You are without body. Your mind is not higher than the highest. You need not be ashamed to say, I am the self, the supreme truth. Why are you weeping, O mind? Do you, the self, be the self by means of the self? Drink, my child, the supreme nectar of non-duality, transcending all divisions. There is neither knowledge nor ignorance, nor knowledge combined with ignorance. Those who have all the such knowledge are knowledge. God, the quiet receptive mind and their blissful connection, Satchidanand. It is never otherwise. There is no need of knowing, reasoning, time, space, instruction from a teacher, or the attainment of samadhi. I am naturally the perfect consciousness, the real, like the sky, spontaneous and steady. I was not born, nor have I death. I have no action, good or evil. I am Brahman, stainless, without qualities. How can there be bondage or liberation for me? If God pervades all, if God is immovable, full, undivided, then I see no division. How can thou have exterior or interior? The whole universe shines, undivided and unbroken. All the maya of Lucifer, cut off from the connection, the great delusion, the imagination of duality and non-duality. Always not this, to both formless and formed. Only the Absolute exists, transcending difference and non-difference. You have no mother, no father, no wife, no son, no relative, no friend. You have no likes or dislikes. Why is this anguish in your mind? O mind, for you there is no day or night, rising or setting. How can the wise imagine an embodied state for the bodiless? The self is neither divided nor undivided, nor has it sadness, happiness, and the like, nor is it all or less than all. Know the self to be immutable. I am not the doer or the enjoyer. Work have I none, now or formerly. I have neither body nor am I bodiless. How may I have sense of my minors, or how may I not? I have no fault, such as passion and the like, nor have I any sorrow arising from the body. Know me to be the one self, vast and like the sky. mind, of what use is such vain talk? Friend, mind, all this is mere conjecture. I have told you that which is the essence. You are indeed the truth, like the sky. In whatever place yogis die, in whatever state, there they dissolve into the self, as the space of a jar dissolves into the sky. The yogis consider duty in life, pursuit of wealth, enjoyment of love, liberation, and everything movable or immovable, such as man and so on, to be a mirage. This is my certain perception. I neither perform nor enjoy past action, future action, or present action. The Avadhuta alone, pure in evenness of feeling, abides happy in an empty dwelling space, where there is neither the three states of consciousness nor the fourth. There one attains the absolute in the self. How is it possible to be bound or free? Where is there neither virtue nor vice? The Avadhuta never knows mantra, in Vedic, meter, or any tantra. This is the supreme utterance of the Avadhuta, purified by meditation and merged in the sameness of infinite being. There exists neither complete void nor voidness, neither truth nor untruths of the scripture. Has uttered this spontaneously from his own nature.